Hi everyone, it's Elizabeth. Thanks so much for stopping by. If you are new to my channel, welcome, and if you've been here before, welcome back. It's time for another Friday flip, and I know I've been out for a couple of weeks. There's just been a lot of stuff going on, and I just haven't had the chance to film a video. So what I'm going to do today is the beginning of a series. It's the end of the year, so it's always that time to take a look back at what journals did we use in 2020, what worked, what didn't work, and then what are our plans for 2021. I apologize, it's sunny. I can tell that it's sunny because the sun's shining right through my window here. I'm doing this a little later in the afternoon than I normally do, so we'll just hopefully that won't be too much of a bright glare there. So as I took a look at the journals I used in 2020 and my plans from 2021, the one that is going to change the most is how I'm keeping my art journal slash sketchbook slash visual journals. That's what's really going to change. A lot of the other things, and I'll go over those in the next several videos, some things are different, some things are the same, but this is the most dramatic change that I'm doing for next year, so I thought I would just go ahead and start here. So if you've been to this channel before and you've actually been following along on the Friday flips, you know that I've been keeping my journals in these DIY traveler notebook style sketchbooks. And this year I went through 3, 4, and I'm currently working in number 5. Okay, that's the one that I'm currently working on. So these 5 sketchbooks or inserts. Now, one of the things that has happened, and I'm noticing it actually in the insert I used in volume 4, is as these get thick, it actually annoys me when I have to work through the hump, or over the hump, just because it just gets bulky. So if you think about it, if this was one journal, look at how thick that would be. Okay, so there's no way I'm keeping an art journal this thick for a year. So I kind of like these inserts and have used them, and I love them. And normally they get carried around in this fabric cover that I've made, kind of a classic traveler's notebook style. And you can see on my channel how I go ahead and make these fabric journal covers. They're really simple and easy to make. But since 2020, no one's been going anywhere. This cover has basically stayed, on my shelves, and I'm just kind of using these inserts by themselves. So as always, you can see links to these on my channel, especially on the Friday Flip videos. I just kind of love the colors that I've used in terms of the wallpaper. It's just really fun to look at. So what am I changing? I've decided that I'm tired of working with the humps, and the hump. And so what I'm going to do for 2021 is actually not do inserts at all. I'm actually going to go to a ring binder format. This is back in the old days when I used to do all my planning with Franklin Covey. I have the binders, I have the punches, I have all of that still in my stash. I never throw anything out, and then it turns out I'll use it for something else. So you can tell this used to be the archive binders, and this was for 2000. I decided to go ahead and repurpose that, and I'm keeping it very simple. All I did was go ahead and take out my punch and just go through my stash and just punch a bunch of holes. So, again, I have a bunch of these different kinds of inserts that fit into the Franklin Covey planner systems, and I've just gone ahead and kept them here. I'm expecting that I will probably have less than 5 months at a time in this journal, but all I did was just, again, went ahead and punched some things out. So I like to use a variety of paper. So there's basic cardstock. You can see in different colors here. I went ahead and I just love the different colors. It's one of the things that I have done before, is create journals with cardstocks that are colored with colored paper, and I love that. So my nemesis here, black paper, I figured to put a couple in there, and then the back stash of this is all watercolor paper. Right? So these watercolor paper are essentially 9 by 12 sheets of paper folded in half and just ripped along the spine. instead of just folding it, what I normally do is I just fold it and bind it directly into an insert. I used a ruler to go ahead and do the cutting so that I've got this nice serrated edge. Oh, I can see the window is making a shadow here, the window pane. Sorry about that. So that's all it is. I just have a bunch of paper stacked up into this binder. Right now they're stacked up by the kinds of paper that they are, as well as the color of paper that they are. I will use them as I see fit. One of the nice things about this is I can just pick and choose what paper goes when. And as I get closer to January, what I'm sure I will do is I'll create, kind of like the way I create insets. I'll probably just take a stack of the papers in the order I plan on using them and stick them in here. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be doing with this my journal idea for my visual / art stuff in next year. So the other thing, and on my channel, I have this, again, a Franklin Covey binder. It's not the leather ones, it's one of the cheaper ones that I use to, again, store things in the house as opposed to take it to work. And this was used as what I called a nightstand journal. And like I said, you can see links to that in my on my YouTube channel. It's very simple, same idea. And so this is where I got the idea from. So I will basically be keeping this on my nightstand. And so if I decide to do some sketching at night before I go to bed, I can do them on these pieces of paper, and then I will transfer them into this insert as whenever it makes sense to do so. Okay, so that's my plan. I'm going to be going from this stack that looks like this to something that's more ring bound and more flexible, and hopefully be more, in some ways, pleasant to use because I don't have to deal with the whole hump issue. So that's what I have for you today. I will follow up in the next couple of videos with the journals I've used in 2020 and if or how they'll be different in 2021. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know down below. I'd love to know what you're doing that's staying the same and what's changing over the course as we switch from one year to the next. Do let me know, leave me links down below so I can go take a look at it. And I hope you are all well and safe and having hopefully launch into a great holiday season. I will talk to you soon. Bye.